Good evening and welcome to the 138th commencement ceremony at Farmington High School. I'm Laura Pierce, Assistant Principal for grades 11 and 12, and would like to welcome everyone tonight. Before we get this party started, I have a few announcements for our entire audience and especially our parents. For everyone, if I could, please remember that only graduating seniors are allowed onto the stadium turf during the ceremony. After the ceremony, the graduates will be inside picking up their diplomas in the auxiliary gym, and then they will meet you back either out here on the field or outside the school in another location for an opportunity for you to take plenty of photos. Also, we'd like to let you know that Lynn Halterman Images will be taking a picture of each senior receiving their diploma. A proof picture will be available on the studio's website, lynnhaltermanimages.com. Students received this information on Schoology, and it's also available on the school website under our senior guide. Again, we ask that parents and guests please do not come onto the stadium turf to take pictures, or I'll warn you now, Principal Pickens will tackle you. As a reminder, students will walk in with their college and career readiness class, not alphabetically. We started this 2 years ago. They will also be announced by their CCR teacher as they walk across the stage. CCR is the one class that students and a teacher stay together for all 4 years during their high school career, and in many cases, students have developed quite a bond with their CCR classmates and teacher. We feel this is a great way to showcase and celebrate together the hard work and dedication of our students and teachers. I know this is a very exciting time for our graduates and all you families, friends, relatives, everybody that's joined tonight. But we really need everyone's cooperation with this. When your graduate's name is called, would you please refrain from loud shouting, whistling, use of air horns, etc. This is a formal recognition ceremony. We want all families to hear their student's name read, as this is an important day for them as well. If you need to get it out of your system, and because I know everyone is especially excited for this class of 2021, please do it now. So I have to say, this class of 2021, they really worked hard and persevered. They encountered a lot in the last 15 months, so I think you have more in you. Come on, families, let's hear you. Okay, I gave you your chance, so just a reminder, if we can hold all applause until all students have received their diplomas. Finally, at this time, I ask that you please turn off your pagers. Who wrote this? Silence your cell phones and smartwatches, and for all you younger siblings or fathers, turn down those Game Boys and Nintendo DS. This is a milestone event in the lives of our seniors and their families. We are also very proud of their accomplishments. I will now invite you to sit back and enjoy tonight's ceremony. Mr. Pickens will be up shortly to get this party started.
she's talking.
We just stand.
I thought you wanted us to wave. Didn't you want us to wave, Lynn?
That's like my sister. I can see different closers all the time, but no one's gonna know. Yeah. Yep. Because it's bright, and I don't like my eyes watering, so it's true.
I've seen hotter.
What? I'm not saying.
You guys are gonna stand in front. You guys, when you hand out the diplomas, you're gonna stand in front. Okay. Like right here.
Okay. Is there still the X there and everything? Are these the X still up there? Oh, yeah.
Do the kids walk from both directions? They both come on this side.
Well, they're gonna alternate.
Okay.
Alternate both directions.
Okay. So there's teachers that walk, and then they go back and forth.
If anybody wants to get a workout, we got the weights work too.
The table, and then
You put them up here and start blowing away.
they don't cross each other. They just come on the outside. And then they come back down the road. And since
I can't tell. I can't see myself. I can't see these. I was thinking about that.
it's what I found to look for the hands there. It's the side by side. Which is the best picture I've ever taken.
That is so cool.
I just
Never had to use the hill before.
We actually, there was a time, I can't remember if it was 6, 7 years ago, we took those 8,000 students. So
it does it. It's very emotional. That you know that all of a sudden they're graduating, and the first time we picked which kid we wanted to bring diplomas to. So I was like,
Good evening. Welcome to the 138th Annual Farmington High School Commencement Ceremony. My name is Dan Pickens, Principal of Farmington High School. Please rise and join me in welcoming the class of 2021. Would our staff please lead the students into the stadium?
we need the first group to do it right, and it should all just zipper merge after that.
At this time, I would have to ask the audience to please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the national anthem. Thank you, members of the FHS graduation band, under the direction of Miss Erin Holmes, members of the New Dimension Choir, under the direction of Miss Megan Dimmich, and the FHS Color Guard. Now at this time, will the class of 2021 please be seated? The rest of the audience can also be seated. Next, I would like to introduce Mason Mortimer, Student Council President, to begin our ceremony with this year's senior reflection.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mason Mortimer, and I am the Student Council President for the 2020-2021 school year. I would like to welcome you to Farmington High School and to the Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. Thank you to our teachers, FHS staff, and family and friends for all of your support throughout each and every one of our academic journeys. Without everything you have done, we would not be here today. As we move on from FHS and start on our next big journeys in life, whether that be college, the workforce, the military, or playing Xbox in our parents' basements, life outside the Farmington community will begin to change. No matter where we end up in life, Farmington will always be part of the foundation of who we are. As we started our high school journey, we never could have anticipated that distance learning would be the norm for the better part of our junior and senior years. Although we never got to enjoy snow days like districts around us, we can thank our administration for their progressive thinking to move Farmington schools to an electronically based learning environment during our elementary school years. This set us up for success when COVID changed our way of living. Today represents the culmination of 13 years of hard work, perseverance, and dedication to the classroom. While each of our experiences may have been different, we have all earned our way onto this stage tonight. And so, family, friends, and guests, on behalf of the senior class, I welcome you to our graduation ceremony. Classmates, fellow graduates, friends, I wish you all the best of luck in your futures. In the immortal words of Andy Bernard from the iconic TV show The Office, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. For those of you who were at the 2019 ceremony to hear my sister's welcome speech, I'll let you guys decide whose speech was better. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you, Mason. Congratulations to the class of 2021, and welcome to all the friends, families, faculty, and community members who have provided support and encouragement to our seniors throughout their educational experience, leading to this occasion, their high school graduation. At this time, I would like to introduce our school officials and special guests who are seated with me on stage. Board members Hannah Simmons, Melissa Sasser, Kyle Christensen, Steve Carrero, and Rebecca Coletta. Superintendent Jason Berg, and faculty speaker Ms. Beth Beckman. Finally, a big thank you to Mike Burton, Jeff Thompson, and all of the ISD 192 custodial staff, setting up all of these chairs, getting all the stuff ready to go in 95-degree weather. It took a lot of time and a lot of hours. All of our FHS administrative assistants, they tirelessly plan all of the details for this event. And then Mark Tauchi and Randy Mathis running cable, producing all the digital versions. This is the first year that we'll be live streaming graduation while also having a graduation here on site. That's the team that gets all this stuff set up for tonight, both physically and virtually. It's quite the production to get all this together for such a large community event like graduation. So please, a round of applause for all of them. Thank you for coming tonight to join in the celebration. I wasn't sure if this night was actually going to happen, and I wasn't sure if we were going to be outside or inside. So we're in the sultry heat of Minnesota, hottest day of the year. Of course, 2021 brings that to us. A little bit of a slap in the face, but we're here. I feel blessed and happy that we're able to be outside, and most importantly, all together to celebrate the class of 2021. Just looking out there and seeing all these people together is pretty awesome. Going through last spring and not being able to bring the class of 2020 together was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Well, I thought it was the hardest thing until the school year of 2021 came. This was crazy. This was a crazy year. The rules kept changing. Some of the rules made sense, others didn't. Just as we seemed to have like a handle on things and we planned something, the rules changed again and we'd have to start all over. I mean, it was hard for me, it was hard for our staff, but I can't imagine what it would have been like as a student. It must have felt like rag dolls just getting pushed into school, out of school, all kinds of different things. Throughout the past year and a half, I've been reminded of a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. The ultimate measure of a person is not where they stand in moments of comfort and convenience, but where they stand in times of challenge and controversy. It's much easier to get done what you need to follow the rules and ultimately succeed in life when things around you are comfortable and convenient. This past year has been anything but that. It has not been comfortable or convenient. In fact, it's been very challenging and controversial. So how did you handle it? Did you complain and argue about things, or did you handle it with grace and have empathy? That's where I'm most proud of FHS, the staff and the students at Farmington High School. You guys have been amazing. The world around you has been falling apart this last year and a half. And you are sitting in those chairs tonight because you didn't let that stop you from reaching your goals. It was very easy. You could have just given up. You could have moved on to something else, but you guys kept going forward even though everything was falling apart. Martin Luther King Jr. would be proud of you. Your family is proud of you. Your CCR teachers are proud of you, and I'm proud of you. Speaking of the teachers real quickly, I'd like to just take a moment to recognize all the work that they did this year at FHS. All the work was to make your experience the best it possibly could be. So quick round of applause for all of our FHS teachers, please. Now, I know you didn't come here to listen to me talk all night. It's really hard. I know so many people deserve to be recognized and celebrated. But for tonight, we're celebrating you guys, the class of 2021. So to continue that celebration, I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Jason Berg, who will share some words of welcome and reflection.
Thought he was going to say wisdom for a second. I was going to have to find somebody else. So I was here in 2019 in Mason. I thought your speech was way better than your sister's, partly because you were the perfect sunblock for me when you were up here. And I just noticed that when Mr. Pickens was standing here, it wasn't quite the same. So, and I do have to apologize to the group over there. I know we all get weather notifications on their phone. I got one today that it was a high glare day for bald people. And with the way the sun's going, that group over there is going to get mine. So, sorry, I had a sweet headband on, but my wife wouldn't let me wear it. Here's the message. All right, sorry about that. It's been a while since we've had a live crowd. I've been saving this up. So, the goal of school, when it was created over 160 years ago, was to prepare students for a very predictable future. History in the last 15 months, especially, tells us the future is anything but predictable. Even after this pandemic recedes, your life will continue to see change and disruption. Author and former .com executive Seth Godin wrote this past fall, "We've got a deep-seated desire for things to go back to normal, the way they used to be. But this moment of ours is now normal. For now, and then, there will be another normal." To me, just a math guy, this is a fancy way of saying, be present as each day is its own. We can too easily get lost in the past or preoccupied by the future and miss the beauty of today. Welcome the normal of now. Spend your time and energy on the present, as this is where you can have the most control. As you prepare for the next steps of your journey, I'd like to share a few quotes with you. Steve Jobs said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition." Albert Einstein put it more simply, stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. And then my personal favorite, and I got this off of, in a weird place, off one of the ads in a restroom at a restaurant, but it's a great quote. It really is. It sounds weird. But don't let your dreams be dreams. It's a simple statement, but far too often in life, we have this thought of things that we want to do, and we let them pass. Because risking success is not failure. Your experiences in Farmington Area Public Schools were designed to equip you with the knowledge, skills, and dispositions to find and create your own success in a rapidly changing world. As a group, you may go in different directions and take different paths. Remember, there is no right path, and today is not an end. It is a continuation, and it is a beginning. FHS Class of 2021, remember, you are not prepared for one thing. You have been prepared for anything. Be well.
Thank you, Mr. Berg. Our student speaker tonight is Kylie Snowbeck. She was selected from the faculty from the 48 recognized as distinguished scholars. Kylie is going to be attending Concordia Moorhead next year. She's going to major in English education and a minor in theater. At FHS, she's involved in, well, pretty much everything. To name a few, theater, speech, choir, NHS, student voice, lots more. Kylie's known as being a very genuine individual. What you see is what you get, is the way she put it. Most importantly, Kylie Snowbeck is a very confident public speaker, so please enjoy me while she makes me look bad.
"15 minutes. 15 minutes until we graduate. Well, it'll be 15 minutes if you're Kelsey Anderson. If your last name starts with a Z, it's going to be more like a half an hour, and it's okay because you guys are used to it by now, right? I hope so. 15 minutes. Not a lot of time, especially compared to those 90-minute econ lectures from Holmes and Karich, so to speak. You guys know. You know, I could try to stall and make this speech really long, but I'm guessing eventually Wind Ensemble would start to play me off like they do at the Academy Awards, so I better get going. This year's been crazy, but think about the journey we've had. We have a lot to be thankful for. In the last 4 years, we've had robotics tournaments, swim meets, and art shows, NHS meetings, mock trials, and tennis matches. We've been given opportunities every day, from solos in choir or band, to starting for the varsity team, to having the honor of going to state. And I think we've got some people to thank. Today, we recognize all of our coaches, advisors, and directors who have been there for us every day. We recognize our teachers, who have always pushed us to be our best, and we recognize our parents. Hi, Mom and Dad. You guys have been there for us since day one. We've changed so much in the past 4 years, and these people in our lives have all been there to witness it. In the last 4 years, we learned a lot, although I don't think I could tell you a single thing about meiosis anymore. Sorry, Mr. Lund. It's okay, I'm gonna be an English major, it's fine. AP Bio aside, I think the most important thing we learned in high school, specifically this year, is that we can't waste a single minute, especially since those 15 minutes until graduation are turning into 10. High school was a time for us to discover ourselves, and as cheesy as it sounds, it's true. We were able to experiment and try new things, and we found our place doing what we love, whether it be in video production, or the diversity club, or playing soccer. True, there are some parts of our high school experience that weren't perfect. There were those tough classes, tough tests, and tough days. But if I could go back in time, I wouldn't change a single thing. Through all of this craziness, this year has provided us with experiences we wouldn't have had any other year. We made a movie musical. We're the first FHS class ever to have an open campus. Although, I will say, leaving in the middle of the day lost a little bit of its thrill for those of you guys who used to sneak out of door 25. We learned how to take advantage of every opportunity that comes our way, and I hope we never forget it. Next year, whether we go into the workforce, the military, to college, or we take another path, I know we'll remember to savor every single opportunity. I want to take a minute to explain the next part of my speech before I get there. These last 4 years have meant the world to me, and I wanted to do them justice for us. So instead of standing here and quoting Steve Jobs or talking about how life is a marathon, I decided to write a song. This song is a letter to Farmington High School and to all of my classmates, and it's called Who I Am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it?
Never believed it was true that one day we'd be ready to move on, and now that we've all made it through, today is the first day of the rest of our lives, and I don't want to change a minute. I'm not giving back a second of the time in my life that has made me who I the clock or turn back time, and that's okay, 'cause I know that we're ready. No, we can't stop the clock, no matter how hard we try, and that's okay, 'cause it's time to move on. And I don't wanna change a minute. I'm not giving back a second of the time in my life that has made me who I am. Oh, of the time in my life that has made me who I am. Congratulations, class of 2021. We really made all of those minutes count.
Thank you, Kylie. Kylie, you want this? Sure. Wow. What was the reason I kept my sunglasses on for this part? Thank you very much, Kylie. That was amazing. Our faculty speaker this evening is Miss Beth Beckman. Beth Beckman was selected by the senior class to address the graduates on this special occasion. She's been teaching in Farmington for 9 years, her full career, dual license in French and math, and has actually taught both of those classes at FHS at one point. She is the NHS advisor, Diversity Club, works at Diversity Club, and speech coach. She's married and has 1.5 kids because she's got one due in August. Please welcome Ms. Beth Beckman.
You know, I'm thinking about all my students that I told to never count somebody as half of a person, and now here I am. All right. Well, first of all, Kylie, that was beautiful, and, you know, make the pregnant lady with all of her hormones speak after that. That was beautiful. Okay. So, Martin Luther King said, "We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope." The past year has taken many opportunities from all of us, but it has given us opportunities to learn and do things we may have never done before. Over the past year, we've seen students become activists, mask makers, virtual tutors, home bakers, and the list goes on. While in our homes, we all developed new hobbies, renewed relationships virtually, and learned how to be together while being apart. No one knows this more than the class of 2021. This experience, while not being what anyone expected, is part of why you are here today. When I was in high school, I was on the student council. I was responsible for coordinating the balloon arch that the graduates walk through while entering the ceremony. Some of you may know this about me, but I really don't like talking on the phone to people I don't know. I know this is surprising because I like to talk. But because of this, I did not want this balloon arch or the planning responsibility that came with it, but the responsibility was mine. Naturally, the day of graduation had Wizard of Oz level winds. As I walked down to graduate, I thought for sure that balloon arch would blow away, but it didn't. Because it was bunched together and grounded, it stayed in perfect formation for the entire graduation. To me, this is a perfect analogy for the class of 2021. You have received more gusts of winds than most of us have experienced well into adulthood. Yet you remained together, grounded in your experience here at Farmington High School. I don't want you to underestimate the power of the relationships that you have right now. The friendships and the connections that you built at Farmington High School will have an impact on the rest of your life. For example, today our student speaker was Kylie Snowbeck. Her dad was my high school economics teacher at Egan High School. But don't worry, fully converted Tigers fan. When I graduated college, I reached out to my former teachers. One of my teachers, Mr. Snowbeck, had a wife who taught at Farmington High School where there was a math opening. Mrs. Snowbeck walked my resume down to the principal, and here I am today, speaking to you. Never underestimate the connections with your friends and your teachers that you built during your time here at FHS. Even a relationship that you did not think would carry on into the future could have a big impact on your life. If contemporary times have taught us anything, it is that the relationships we build are more important than ever. The past year, we have seen the most division in modern history. As a result, we must learn to hear and understand each other. It is more important than ever that we listen to understand and not to respond. When we do this, we are able to invest in relationships with those who are not like us. No matter where you go in life, you are going to interact with people whose lived experiences are different than your own. In order to learn and grow in these new relationships, there has to be a level of vulnerability. You've learned a lot here at Farmington High School, but I'm here to tell you, you haven't learned everything. Even I haven't learned everything, though I like to think I have. It is through vulnerability in these relationships that we are able to learn and grow. When you leave here today, I encourage you to listen and learn from those who have experiences that are different than your own. Another hit to the class of 2021 was when The Office was removed from Netflix. Chosen as their class quote was, "I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you left them." No truer words have been spoken than that of Andy Bernard, a superhero in his own right. Sometimes it's so easy to focus on what we've missed and not so much on what we've gained. When you look back here at your time at FHS, your lasting memories will not so much be on what was missed or lost, but instead of what you gained. Those late night FaceTime calls with friends outside of Farmington you never see. Seeing your teacher let their dog out from inside of their house. Or maybe even taking your 8:20 class while staring on your bed, sometimes awake. It wouldn't be a true Beckman lecture if I didn't end by asking you to make good life choices. Your good life choices have led you to this point and will continue to do so once you step out foot at the stadium. Go forth and continue to make good life choices, invest in your relationships, and remember that you can overcome anything because you already have. To remind you of our time together, Mrs. Stout has helped me create these beautiful, latex-free balloon arches for you to walk under and take pictures when you've officially graduated from high school. Please use it as a symbol as the relationships that have bonded you together during your time here at Farmington High School. Thank you to everybody who has made this in-person graduation possible and for choosing me to share this special moment with you. Congratulations, class of 2021. I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you, Ms. Beckman. Seniors, it's your turn. Finally, you have met the requirements of the state of Minnesota and Independent School District 192. Superintendent Berg and the members of the Board of Education, by the authority vested in me as principal of Farmington High School, I certify that the members of the class of 2021 gathered at this ceremony have completed all requirements and are declared eligible to receive a diploma. Parents, students, friends, family members, I ask one last time for your help to make sure that each graduate's name can be heard. Please hold all applause until the final student's name has been read. Chair Sasser and members of the school board, we are ready for the presentation of diplomas.
Joel Michael Arstad.
Ney Alexander Armijos Pineda.
Ryan San Juan Alvarez.
Sophie Marie Baxter.
Odisere Merritt Amadison.
Ava Rose Beal.
Weston Todd Amdahl.
Matthew Thomas Beam.
Julia Michelle Amsler.
Matthew George Fell.
Cale Christopher Anderson.
Nicholas Michael Belfi.
Charlotte Louise Anderson.
Jonathan Dean Benson.
Kelsey Marie Anderson.
Xander Robert Barrett.
Zeldy May Anderson.
Kaylee Ann Berg.
Lainey Christine Arns.
Mackenzie Ray Berg.
Kelly Grace Arndt.
Emily Catherine Bergheis.
Daisy Artola.
Alexander Joel Barrett.
Isaac Najan Ask.
Rachel Elizabeth Benton.
Madison Ruth Ask.
Greta Natalie Birch.
Heath Michael Bailey.
Anthony Robert Blaha.
Samuel Donald Baldwin.
David Aiden Blanchard.
Mackenzie Lynn Barker.
Haley James Blanchard.
Logan Ronald Bartok.
Peyton Elise Blandon.
Matthew Lauren Barton.
Ivy Marie Blomgren.
Anthony Michael Boucher.
Anna Rose Bain.
Jacob D. Bowens.
Libby May Bolton.
Ava Juliet Boyles.
Corey Dennis Baum.
Zachary Paul Braun.
Kirsten Emily Brelge.
Jaden Corrine Danley.
Carter Andrew Brolier.
Logan Patrick McDonald.
Gretchen Lee Bruger.
Joshua Jordan Moore.
Sophia Michaela Brunstad.
Eric Reyes Marino.
Joshua Michael Booty.
William Christopher Morgan.
Alexander James Calverley.
Mason Jeffrey Mortimer.
Elena Cynthia Caven.
Morgan Ann Mullenmaster.
Jade Robin Charno.
Thea K. Munson.
Dylan Nathra Chone.
McKenna Marie Murphy.
Shivali Chowdhury.
Maya Elizabeth Macias.
Haley Paige Christensen.
Amaya Mapande Musanda.
Jake Kokenauer.
Shelby Patrice Nelson.
Carson Ann Conover.
Kyle Christopher Newham.
Isabel Marie Coolidge.
Peter Long Wynn.
Kelsey Sue Cretan.
Dava Jane Nielsen.
Ryan James Crosby.
Michelle Victoria Nolan.
Isabel Margaret Crow.
Sarah May Nordling.
Jonathan Cruz Gomez.
Isabella Holgado O Banabia. Sorry, Abdamia. I got it.
Jonathan Jesus Cubero Malero.
Maggie May Olerking.
Blaine R. Burns.
Autumn Joel Olhus.
Garrett M. Burns.
Abala Julius Okongo.
Emma Gail Bicey.
Lauren Michelle Olson.
Jocelyn Lorray Burns.
Jack Alden Ostley.
Nadia Elizabeth Eckert.
Landon Michael Pockle.
Benjamin Christian Edmiston.
Julia Elizabeth Paduano.
Ella Grace Griffith Edwards.
Victoria Joe Partington.
Brian Christopher Effinger.
Alexis Kathleen Bugler.
Alexis Josephine Egan.
Emma Jo Biskins.
Matthew Carter Eggers.
Brody Allen Bunn.
Michael Riley Eisenzimmer.
Isabella Lorraine Berger.
Madison Grace Elliott.
Megan Elizabeth Dagstead.
Caden Gerald Elson.
Corey Eric Dahlberg.
Aaliyah Paige Emerson.
Wada Gurma Daka.
Mason Edward Enevold.
Kyle Thomas Daly.
Jaden Alexander Engel.
Kaylee Lynn Daniels.
Mackenzie Jade Burchell.
Maxwell Jared Darrington.
Justin Scott Erickson.
Elliot Kios Dean.
Katie Jean Evenson.
Haley Alexa Decker.
Trevor Scott Fay.
Kylie Rose Dice.
Anna Marie Fensky.
Nathan Alexander Despins.
Grant Joseph Fenton.
Tyler Michael DeWard.
Riley J. Fueling.
Madison Rose Deal.
Julia Marie Field.
Evan Jeffrey Dinson.
Sean Adam Feynman.
Ryan Keith Doan.
Callie Christine Fisher.
Alexander Drager.
Jordan William Fleming.
Arnold Bertram Darush IV.
Lauren May Flick.
Nathan Thomas Johnson.
Taylin May Heinzerling.
Allison Dunley.
Sydney Marie Hendrickson.
Michael David Flores.
Riley Lynn Hendrickson.
Mariah Samantha Ford.
Kayla Lily Herda.
Trevor William Frame.
Jacob Jesus Mijares Herrera.
Taylin Elizabeth Frana.
J. Michael Hibbert.
Merdina C. Freeberg.
Logan Jean Hicks.
Andrew Wallace Fryer.
Joseph Anthony Henricks.
Kira Kathleen Fritz.
Gavin Noah Hobbs.
Bryn Ashley Froelich.
Zachary B. Hovey.
Brenna Marie Furman.
Ethan Mario Hoff.
Riley Rain Furlong.
Allison Nicole Hoffman.
Benjamin Ray Gaffney.
Grant Lyle Hoffmeister.
Eric Gamino.
Jenna Marie Hoyam.
Noah Eugene Gardell.
Eric Jinlin Hung.
Isabella Rose Garthun.
Jager Michael Hudak.
Chloe and Angeline Gerke.
Kelsey Ann Hussman.
Jack Dennis Geiselhardt.
Kylie Bryn Hudmacher.
Amelia Rose Gifford.
Alana Michelle Iaquinto.
Samuel Jacob Gore.
Jacob David Ibinger.
Michael Alexander Goins.
Max Joseph Ileshko.
Iran Daniel Gonzalez Romero.
Sean Michael Kerrigan.
Nicholas John Goodrich.
Mason Henry Carty.
Elijah Vincent Green.
Courtney Page Couché.
Lexi Lucille Grove.
Carly Renee Lancaster.
David Robert Kelly O'Keefe.
Isaac Scott Larimer.
Jordan Joe Keltkin.
Mia Emily Larkin.
Noah Stephen Kendall.
Caden James Donald Larson.
Elizabeth Joyce Kerr.
Kim Trinity Lay.
Teresa Claire Kaminsky.
Joshua Edward Lee.
Paige Alexandra Kinseth.
Catherine Mackenzie Lee.
Nathan A. King.
Madeline Virginia Lee.
Jacob Scott Kingsbury.
Morgan Alexis Lego.
Zachary Kenneth Kurtz.
Kaylee Lynn Leemeyer.
Anna Elizabeth Klar.
Hayden Mitchell Leland.
Erica Danielle Klein.
May Isabella Lem.
Mesa Clarissa Klumps.
Rachel Ryan Lynch.
Mason Vern Cook.
Braden Christopher Leonard.
Winifred Kowina.
Kellen Reed Lewis.
Justin Timothy Komodowski.
Mara Ray Lillis.
Michael Edward Kapersky.
Spencer Douglas Lindholm.
Rachel Krebs.
Samuel Scott Lofgren.
Erica Lynn Cry.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Lombard.
Sophia Grace Kryling.
Sadie Elizabeth Long.
Bo Remington Creasel.
Joseph Michael Jacobson.
Heidi Ann Kukas.
Madeline Sky Jacobson.
Matthew John Kuntz.
Atticus Esau Jacobson Salty.
Ashley Elaine Kvam.
Zachary J. Jantz.
Austin Herbert Lalick.
Anna Lynn Jaramillo.
Destiny Jean Lucas.
Amber Lynn Jarvis.
Trenton Daniel Ludwig.
Laura Catherine McGregor.
Cameron James Ludowice.
Ian Catherine McGregor.
Bethany Rose Lukazik.
Ian Jonathan McMillan.
Logan Scott Lukazik.
Garrett James Mayhofer.
Aiden Michael Luchin.
Carly Nicole Milan.
Quincy Thomas Maben.
Kerrigan Claire Merricks.
Jack Mahoney.
Colby Jeffrey Meyer.
Madison Joy Mahovo.
Molly Lynn Meyer.
David J. Marsh.
Emma Marie Meem.
Kenley Amaya Martin.
Madeline Mills.
Maxwell Raymond Martinson.
Dylan Michael Mingle.
Thomas James Matthias.
Brianna Nicole Mishler.
Madeline Dawn Mary.
Madeline Rose Mitchell.
Brandon R. McAdoo.
David Thomas David Mix.
Hunter Austin McBride.
Tejpaul Vishan Monla.
Devin Ray McCarthy.
Amy Marie Montage.
Lucy Elizabeth McConnell.
Alexandra Hope Montayo.
Sarah Ann McCormick.
Isabella Joy Montoyo.
Bailey Grace McCudden.
Caitlin Liana Penny.
Matthew Robert Morlock.
Allison Kaylee Peralt.
Alexia Valenzuela Montoya.
Mackenzie Ann Powers.
Caden Skylar Johnson.
Ethan Michael Pratt.
Ella Sue Johnson.
Madeline Noel Price.
Eric Michael Johnson.
Jenna Lynn Rankala.
Gabriel Michael Johnson.
Marley Lynn Rainier.
Hallie Nicole Johnson.
Owen Henry Reller.
Jordan Alexander Johnson.
Jeanette Ray Rennick.
Austin John Patterson.
Ashley L. Renwick.
Christian Michael Patterson.
Lucas Jacob Rederath.
Riley Thomas Pearson.
Hogan Scott Reuter.
Daniel Lewis Pedersen.
Faith Lillian Reinhardt.
Merrick Louise Peerboom.
Evan William Raquelme.
Christine Pena.
Ricardo Rivera Carrasquillo.
Raven Amber Perkins.
Austin Bo Roberts.
Caden McAlpine Peterson,
Charlie Rafael Rodriguez,
Ellie Nicole Peterson,
Daisy Rodriguez,
Connor Allen Petzinger,
Brandon Rowland,
Sophia Madeline Phillips,
Carson May Romano,
Connor John Finney,
Madeline K. Roshan,
Cameron Yeager Pierce,
Haley Dion Rose,
Belicia Alexis Pierre,
Carson Clay Rosenthal,
Jordan Alexis Perk,
Brianna Alexis Rothmeyer,
Dylan James Poppin,
Samantha Lee Ruby,
Alexander John Potter,
Allie Rose Rudolph,
Vlad Nathaniel Berent,
Austin Sky Rubert,
Megan Kathleen Blackmore,
Travis William Ruzink,
Kayla Wani Coffey,
Caden Quinn Ruiz,
Amber Lynn Germain,
Brandon Thomas Runzi,
Caden Anthony Heller,
Lauren Elise Runzi,
Isabel Nicole Richard,
Thaddeus John Russell,
Lauren Elizabeth Zewine,
Sarah Lamont Reither,
Caden James Carlson,
Joseph Sade,
Jana Elizabeth Carlson,
Jacqueline Saavedra,
Olivia Marie Schultz,
Nicholas Sandera,
Malia Lynn Scott,
Eileen Alexis Sanchez Corral,
Wyatt Anthony Scott,
Caleb Jacob Jackson Sanders,
Jaden Nicole Seifert,
Brian Taylor Sather,
Megan Renee Self,
Jack Henry Sevastin,
Evan Lucas Sether,
Destiny Helen Shawbrook,
Luke Aaron Cipher,
Benjamin Allen Schmucker,
Megan Suzanne Sevenick,
Kaya Maria Short,
Courtney Ashley Shanks,
Joseph David Sloan,
Michaela Paige Shaver,
Chase R. Gunther,
Abigail Elizabeth Shear,
Isabella Soleil Geist,
Kennedy Ann Shear,
Matthew Stephen Gunderson,
Brighton Oliver Sheen,
Dylan Thomas Castillo,
Cheyenne Nicole Shockley,
Mary Jane Halverson,
Callista Lynn Shoyett,
Austin Reed Hamill,
Jordan Annalora Siebenaller,
Haley Jean Hammer,
Joseph Blake Simon,
Samuel William Hanley,
Nora Elizabeth Simondet,
Jace Michael Hansen Juarez,
Daniel Andre Simonov,
Aaron Robert Hansen,
Jack Wright Shostrand,
Alexander Lee Hansen,
Austin Tiberius Skoda,
Joshua Allen Harrow,
Brenna Rose Smith,
Connor Scott Harrison,
Noelle Marie Snezrud,
Sophia Marie Hart,
Kylie Grace Snowbeck,
Kamal Mohammed Hussein Hassan,
Sopani Vanessa Sok,
Nicholas Anatoly Hedquist,
Jackson Tyler Solis,
Mallory Lynn Heinzerling,
Robert O'Neill Spain,
Joseph Andrew Heller,
Alexander Thomas Spainhour,
Olivia Renee Hellison,
Andrew Mitchell Wesley Speakman,
Anastasia Noel Heeman,
Nathaniel James Stafford.
Carter Drew Hendrickson.
James Ryan Stam.
Emily Salazar Hernandez.
Kyle Lay Standing.
Kyrie Ann Johnson.
Caden Sterling.
Nash Elliott Johnson.
Catherine Michelle Stewart.
Shanyanuch Kantharak.
Andrew Wayne Stinson.
Sophia Joy Tarud.
Brandon Thomas Straw.
Sandeep Tarchand.
Maya Nicole Streitz.
Barjesh Charchand.
Kayla Grace Student.
Eric James Teipel.
Benjamin Tae Min Kim Silman.
Tyler Andrew Tao.
Lily Renee Swedeen.
Jacob Gabriel Phelan.
Daniel James Sweet.
Kelsey Susanna Thielen.
Thomas D. Chamberlain.
Taylor May Timson.
Jackson Sanford Carey.
Tristan Allen Thomas.
Abigail Shannon Katzenberger.
Erin Marie Thorne.
Eric Kenneth Keeney.
Olivia Rose Toomey.
Alina Esperanza Vargas.
Angel Trejo Olvera.
Dean Thomas Beckert.
Sophia Ann Trenary.
Parker Allen Benz.
Nolan Christopher Trepta.
Olivia Marie Vessel.
Andrew David Trehus.
Samantha Lee Veerling.
Kennedy Morgan Trout.
Vincenzo Howell Vietti.
Anna Jean Urbach.
Sophie May Vigasa.
Samad Ahmed Usmani.
Emily Madi Christina Volamic.
Maria Nicole Valentine.
Frank Niles Vogel.
Tyler Yasnau Tau Fan.
Chase William Vogt.
Abigail Lauren Van Horn.
Lillian Vu.
Connor David Van Winkle.
Caitlin Hope Wall.
Tom Trey Cow.
Logan Richard Waters.
Bailey Knutson Carey.
Isaac J. Weberg.
Connor Jacob Westover.
Paige Catherine Whitus.
Charles Andrew Whipple.
Logan Paul Workey.
Nick J. White.
Emily Michelle Wells.
Victoria Laureen Warwick.
Ben Thomas Welter.
Addison Margaret Weeking.
Jacob Mitchell West.
Ellie Marie Weens.
Mitchell Howard Andrew Zaris.
Wesley Weesey. Dustin Edward Wilmer. Benjamin Howell Wilson. Lucas Wink. Tyler DeMond Winston. Jared Jeff Wisdorf. Jordan Lee Watson. Noah Aaron Wolt. Ethan Michael Wallin. Catherine Marie Wolters. Gavin Wood. Kirsten Mary Wood. Bryce Woodman. Owen Timothy Zahn. And Eric Maximilian Zuis.
It sounds like, doesn't it? I think it's funny. Congratulations. Okay, seniors, class of 2021, please rise.
Woo!
Seniors, if you have not already done so, please move your tassel from the right side to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Farmington High School class of 2021. Seniors, you are graduated.
Take it off.
Yeah, you're walking now.
50-yard line?
Now see everyone's face very well and then really see
Okay,
it.
move over just a little bit more. If you're near the 50-yard line, I want you to go over just about a foot. There you go.
Probably gonna move right.
Spread yourself
I'm
out.
gonna take some right after
Yep.
50. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna keep the
How's it
microphone
look,
on,
Lynn?
so whatever you say is gonna go on their graduation DVD. So.
Lynn, how's it look?
We can spread out so I can see everybody a little bit more.
Spread out so she can see you each a little bit more.
Don't hide behind people.
So are you standing in a window of the person in front of you? Or are you right behind them so that she can't see you?
Do you want us to go out and separate people?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be great. Just a little bit. You know what? It's okay.
Is it okay?
They should know what to do.
Should and do are two different things.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Lynn is going to wave her hanky when she's taking pictures. Couple things I need you to know. You can take your face masks off in just a minute. But please know, your hands are either at your sides or in your pockets. Anybody who makes any inappropriate gesture, you're going to be paying hundreds of dollars to have it photoshopped out. Okay? So let's make it appropriate. This is your class picture, and the goal is we're going to Photoshop it in with the cohort 2. Their picture is on Thursday. Okay, so if you can, face masks off, hoods down so that we can see your faces and heads. And you need to be looking up at Lynn. She's going to take a whole bunch. Ready? Freeze.
Hold on.
Stay there. Okay, seniors, you are still too close together. You're not social distance. 6 feet, so you don't need to be in straight lines. Move like 2 steps forward every other person or 2 steps back. Okay, we're going to stand here until you guys are social distance, and you're going to get cold. Please spread apart. You're too close. Look to the right and left of you. You either take 1 step back, they take 1 step forward. Okay, so that you're further apart. We've got it in the front 2 rows. They figured it out. Back there in the back, you guys need to be separated.
By yourself down there today.
Then, how's it look?
Can you get off the line? Just a little
Okay, you
bit.
cannot be on the 50-yard line.
A little bit.
Need you 1 yard away from it.
Okay.
Okay, Lynn is going to wave the flag when she's going to take the picture. Your hands either need to be completely at your side or in your pockets.